Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block, and I hope you all had a fabulous holidays and a Merry Christmas or a Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you happen to celebrate. I know for Christmas I got this nice little new Torres home kit, yes, from my little brother. It's a very, very, very sexy jersey. And I just got back from New York City where I visited the Adidas store and picked up this nice little this nice little Liverpool windbreaker. But what's going on with the matter at hand, which is the game. Now, where should we start? Alright, let's start with this. Liverpool is now in the bottom half of the league table. Wolves, the side that beat us, are in the bottom of the table, the very, very bottom. So, you know, at least we lost to a good side, right? No. As far as Roy Hodgson goes, he's an idiot, he's a baboon, he's a fool, he has no tactics, his formations are terrible, his substitutions are terrible, who he puts on the pitch is just wrong. Everything this man does is wrong. I read a tweet a couple of minutes ago. This is the least amount of points Liverpool has had going into the new year since the 1954-1955 season, and that was the season Liverpool was last relegated. That was the season they were relegated. 54-55. This team is terrible. I don't understand. It's not like we have terrible players per se. No, you look at the squad on paper and you're like, all right, you have Steven Gerrard, world-class midfielder, Fernando Torres, one of the best strikers in the entire world, supposedly. Oh, Joe Cole. Yeah, Joe Cole. Let's talk about Joe Cole. What's up with Joe Cole? He seems to have fallen into the Hodgson's abyss. He doesn't start anymore except for Europa League games, and when he does play, he doesn't look creative. Personally, I never watched much of Joe Cole play when he played with Chelsea. I didn't really watch much of him play when he played with West Ham. Before Liverpool signed him, I had just known this guy on name and recognition and how much I played with him in FIFA alone. And you know what? He sounded pretty good to me. His rating in FIFA was pretty good to me. His highlight video was pretty good to me. But you know what? When he plays for Liverpool, when he puts on the red shirt, he is not very good to me whatsoever. Let's move on to Torres, because Fernando Torres is an interesting subject. The fan base, to me, seems to be, split between him. There's a side that thinks that his woes aren't his fault. He's not fit, supposedly. He's not getting service. Service isn't forthcoming, and we all know Torres can't score when he gets service. And then there's another side of the fan base that's just like, this guy's shit. What's up with him? I'm on the side. I'm leaning toward, this side, because nearly every single game this season, if you give Fernando Torres any bit of physical attention, he will disappear. I understand. I wasn't able to watch the game live. I just watched the replay. He was sharp the first 20 minutes, but after that, he was just bullied off the ball, basically disappeared for the rest of the 70 minutes of the game, and was again once on Torres Island. Now, Fernando Torres, if you are a world-class striker, if you are supposedly the 70 million pound rated striker, come and get the freaking ball in midfield, alright? This is embarrassing. You need to be more like a Tevez or a Rooney or a David Villa. When those guys play, and I've seen them play, they don't wait around for the ball at the top of midfield. They don't wait around for the ball. They don't wait and depend on other players to get them involved in the game. They get themselves involved in the game, create chances for themselves and other players around them. Fernando Torres does none of that. He's content with just sitting in the final third of the pitch, waiting for service for him, waiting for a ball or a through ball for a magical pass from Gerrard. And that's not always going to happen. In tough games like this in the winter, you need to come and get the ball and get yourself involved in the game if you are a world-class striker. And right now, you're not playing like one. Play like one! God, it got me a little angry. God, this freaking bench. Torres, I love you to death. You're my favorite player. But please, go get the ball. Receive the ball. Obviously, Hodgson's tactics are retarded, and it's all dependent on the long balls somehow getting to you. I understand that. His tactics are retarded. You're not getting the ball. We all saw the article where the magazine charted the passes of every single Liverpool player, and none of them were ever in your general direction because they're all long balls and they're all wrong. I understand that. Get involved in the game. You need to find a way to work around Hodgson's tactics, because right now Hodgson's tactics are working to defeat you. You're a world-class player. You're Fernando fucking Torres. Go get the ball. Again, besides that, we have players playing out of position. Just as Miras and Lucas were starting to gel in the center midfield, Gerrard comes back. Gerrard is paired up with Lucas in the center midfield. Raul Miras is just played out to the right for God knows what reason. I don't understand that at all. He's not a right midfielder. He was signed as a direct replacement for Javier Mascherano. He can play center midfield. Play him in center midfield. Dirk Kuyt looked lost on the left. No surprise there. Whatever. This was the first game that I can remember that Hodgson actually made 3 substitutions, and we all know Hodgson, for some reason, he just refuses to make substitutions, but they were wrong. I don't know why you took off David Ingog for Ryan Babel. I'm always advocating for Ryan Babel to play. I think he's a great player. I think he needs more playing time, and he can score a goal in an instant. But you don't take off David Ingog. David Ingog was Liverpool's best player this game, and he was substituted with a half hour left to go. I don't understand it. Fernando Torres should have been the one substituted, but because his name is Fernando Torres, of course he's not substituted. I guess Hodgson didn't really learn last year. Remember when Torres was substituted against Birmingham and everybody looked at Rafa like, what are you doing? And the cop booed Rafa. Or not the cop, the traveling cop booed Rafa. I guess you learned that. I don't care if his name is Fernando Torres. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. And I thought I discussed this last video. Why are the 2 bald-headed goons playing? And by bald-headed goons, I mean Skirl and Konchesky. They are an absolute mess on the left side of defense. Daniel Agger's apparently fit to play. Why isn't he playing? He's world class. If you don't want to play him at center back, play him at left back. He's played left back before. He has to be better than Konchesky. It should really be Agger and Aurelio on the left side of defense. I don't know. You know what? I'm done with Hodgson. I'm done with him. If he's not gone by New Year's, we're gonna have to start some internet terrorism again, folks. That's all for today, JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block. Have a happy holiday, a safe New Year, and keep the faith.